Today's video, we're going to start looking at slope, focusing on how to find slope with rise over run. Let's go to page 19. In page 19, slope is the steepness of a line. That's how slanted a line is. You can find slope by finding the change in y over the change in x, or rise over run. We had started addressing this in our last lesson with constant rate of change. Remember the change in y is the vertical axis, that's the rise, and change in x, that's the horizontal axis, that's the run. If you have a picture, you can find slope by finding rise over run. So for example, if I have a tree and I'm going to string a set of lights from the top of the tree down to the ground, 10 feet away from the base of the tree, I know that the height of the tree is 20 feet tall and from the base to the string of lights is 10 feet. I can find the slope is rise over run. So that is 20 is the rise, and 10 feet is the run. Now, I do have here negative 20 feet because I want you to start thinking that when you start from the top here and you go down, going down is a negative direction. So we're not going to jump around and count rise over run. You start with your pencil, go down for the rise. Down is negative 20 feet. And from here to the right is a positive 10 feet. Do not pick up your pencil and go in different directions. Start rise over run. And when I simplify this, I get the slope is negative 2. That means every time I go down 2 feet, it goes over to the right 1 foot. So that's just an example from a picture. If you have a graph, here is an example of how to find slope. I have here 2 points that I have picked off of this line, -1, 0, and 2, 1. Just as a reminder, these ordered pairs are always x, y in parentheses. When I find the slope, I want you to think about how you're going to travel from your house to your friend's house. And when you do this, you're going to count the blocks, not the lines. You're going to count the blocks that you have to walk. So count the blocks. Another trick, if you think going from your house to your friend's house, is that once you go to this corner here, you're not going to suddenly teleport from your friend's house and count this way. You're going to count in a single direction, just like I was mentioning about with the pencil. So when I count rise over run, I count rise 1 block up, run 3 blocks to the right. The slope is 1 over 3. Please go on to the next video.